Ricky,
bakit?
ito ako meron akong question. Kayo ba ever, kapag sasakay kayo ng tricycle, di ba? Na-experience nyo yung tinatanggihan kayo?
Ay,
Bakit?
alam niyo na to, as a commuter, di ba ako lagi ako nagko-commute. And na-experience ko to. Alam mo usually kung kailan ko to na-experience.
Kailan?
Kapag kasama ko yung aso ko, tapos dadaling ko siya sa vet.
Yung Labrador.
Oo.
Ayan.
Dadala ko siya sa vet.
Kaya naman pala tatanggihan ka eh. Laki-laki dun eh. Paano biglang mangagat yun? Eh di kagulo yun. Talagang tatanggihan ka ng driver din. Kahit ako driver, tatanggihan kita eh.
Fine. Point.
Bakit ganyan?
Okay.
Eh, ang laki-laki nun.
Hindi. Kasi ganito, yung hihingi ng tulong sa atin ngayon sa payong kapatid, yun yung problem niya. Na parang every time itatry niyang sumakay ng tricycle, yung mga kuyang tricycle driver, tinatanggihan siya.
Bakit?
For the reason that malaki daw siya.
Ano na lang yung karapatan niya as a commuter and as a citizen in general.
And alam mo kung sinong makakasagot niyang tanong mo?
Oh, sino?
Si Kuya Alan, tsaka si Ate Pia.
Tama.
Di ba, Tito Boy?
Alamin po natin ang kwento ni Florence at alamin natin ang payong kapatid na kanyang hinihingi mula kay Ate Pia at Kuya Alan. Narito po si Florence.
Andito lang po ako para humingi ng payo sa kinakaharap kong problema sa public transportation services po natin, gaya ng tricycle at jeep. Oh, sorry.
That's okay, Florence. That's okay.
Na minsan hindi po ako hinihintuan or sinisingil po ng dalawang tao. Minsan po kahit magbayad ng dalawang tao, may sinasabi pa rin. Meron po pa akong karapatan na hindi magbayad ng mahigit isa at magreklamo sa barangay or anything na pwede ko pong lapitan tungkol po sa problema ko.
So first and foremost, Florence, warmest welcome sa'yo dito sa show.
Thank you po.
Alam mo, usually yung humihingi ng advice ay victim, but I want you to know you're a hero because ang dami-daming nakaka-experience ng discrimination, not necessarily just because of one reason, but just because they're different. Without knowing that we're all different, kaya nga tayo unique eh. So I just want you to know that you're a hero because it's difficult when you're different or you think you're different or other people tutuksuin ka for being different and may mga typecast of what a wonderful person is. So I just want you to know from the start na many are watching now and saying, problema ko yan. Buti na lang, may Florence na naglakas ng loob para i-bring up to. And I heard you have a friend na...
Opo. Pangalan po niya, Mark Santiago. Size niya, parang dalawa ko po. Kung ako po, nakakasakay sa jeep, dalawa nga lang po sinisingil. Sa kanya po, hindi po talaga siya hinihinto. Hindi po siya pinapasakay.
So, let me start out kasi practical at saka legal, ha? Kasi di ba yung legal, I can give you all your rights. Pero kung every morning, away, every day nasa barangay ka na lang, nasa LTFRB ka, nasa opisina ng tricycle sa local government para mag-complain, hindi rin naman siya practical, di ba? So, trabaho din namin to give you practical advice. So, one thing that Ate Pia and Kuya Boy and I will do immediately is to inform the Transportation Secretary. You know, there's this problem. And not everyone watches TV, everyone has a cell phone, pero iba-iba din tayo ng channel sa YouTube or friends sa Facebook or pinapanood sa TikTok. So, they have to find a way to communicate sa lahat ng public transport, di ba, na kung may discrimination na nangyayari and how to deal with it. So, let me go straight to your question. Wala kasi tayong general law on anti-discrimination eh. Unlike, for example, violence against women and their children. So may general law about that, di ba? Or child abuse. Or different kinds of abuse na nakalista doon, general. So in this case kasi, per situation. And then while generally, public transportation is a franchise or certificate of public convenience, meaning yan ay privilege, hindi yan karapatan. So pag binigay yan, may mga kasama usually yan na general na guidelines, di ba, of how you take care of your passengers. In each and every situation, there's some kind of law or protection dyan. Whether it's the Consumer Act or whether it's general guidelines ng LTO, LTFRB, whether it's nasa franchise. But the practical side kasi is, diretsong answer, there shouldn't be discrimination. You shouldn't have to pay extra. Our lawyers were saying na sometimes pag may kasama siya or elderly, malaki, sila na nag-o-offer, let's say, sa FX para hindi natignan ng driver. But they cannot demand or they cannot even tease you about it. Someone was saying here na, paano kung malugi sila? Do the math. So for example, if a tricycle brings you from A to B, and kumikita siya, let's say, ng 500 a day because nakakasampung biyahe siya. And per biyahe, let's say, inside 2 or 3 people, if in one trip may isang malaki, lumiit kita niya. Kasi instead of 3, 1. So, hindi naman totoo na malulugi siya. The reality is, lumiit ang kita niya. But usually, maluwag tayo dun. Kahit sabihin mong 12 yung jeep, minsan nagka-13. Don't get me wrong, ha? Napakahirap ng buhay ng tricycle driver. Isang kahig, isang tuka. Ito, maraming nalugi nung pandemic. But question lang naman parati dyan kung anak mo yon. Kasi kung ako tricycle driver, tapos anak kita, tapos nakikita ko na araw-araw you have to do with that. Kahit malugi ako, hatid na kita. Kasi nga, para lang you don't have to go through that pain. So, I'll end where I started and passed kay ate. I really am grateful that you're here today. And I think it will really help a lot of people.
So I wanted also to explain from an international standard yung limitations kung meron man sa pagsakay ng isang pasahero na mas malaki or bigger than normal or heavier than normal. So ni-research ko, ang main concern lang sa airline, dapat magkasya yung seatbelt sa isang passenger. Ngayon, kung malapad siya at hindi siya kasya sa isang upuan daw, then usually nire-recommend ng airline to buy a second seat or to stay in business class. That's because of a safety issue. Tapos, ni-research ko rin yung motorcycle. Ano ba ang limit ng motorcycle? Again, internationally to, most likely sa US yung nakita ko. Sabi doon, 450 pounds. So, yun ang capacity. So, there should not be a problem, number one, kung tricycle, nasasakayang mas malaki pa sa'yo ng di-hamak, much bigger than you. Hindi ko lang kasi alam, kasi doon ako sa safety. Paano ba ginagawa yung passenger cart nung tricycle? Kasi kung ang concern nila is safety, then it's room for legislation or regulation. Kasi kung kaya nilang ipagkasya doon 2 adults at isang bata, di wala namang problemang isang mas malaking adult, di ba? Balik nga tayo dun sa karapatan mo naman to make use of the transportation. Doon naman sa jeepneys, alam ko na sa jeep, wala namang seat designation yun, di ba? Kung ilan lang ang kasya, di ba? So, kung mababawasan naman sila ng isang tao, doesn't really matter, di ba? Dapat na-accommodate yun. For me, we just have to bring it to the attention of the agencies na if it's not a safety issue, then they should make it clear naman na kailangan naman talaga. But the most important thing is you should never feel discriminated. I'd like to believe that we live at a time now na mas conscious tayo, but we still have so much to do. And I'm heartbroken for you.
That's why nga, Kuya Boy, yung communication. Kasi even if culturally we're developing, kulang tayo pa rin sa comprehensive na anti-discrimination, and we'll do our best to ask the proper agencies to communicate.
Florence, for our better understanding, at maraming tao ang nagmamasid ng pag-uusap na ito, ano pang mga pinagdaanan mo?
Simula po kasi bata po ako, nasa malaking side na po talaga ako. Adopted po kasi ako. So, hindi ko po alam if through genetics ko nakuha yung sakit ko. 2016 po, nag-diagnose ako ng merong PCOS. Tapos 2020 naman po, hypothyroidism. So, nag-maintenance po ako hanggang ngayon. Masakit lang po kasing marinig kapag iniisip ng iba na ginusto ko to. Hindi ko naman ginusto. Ngayon lang po ako nabigyan ng chance na lumapit para i-raise yung concern ko.
Maraming salamat. Parati sinasabi ni Ate Pia, Kuya Alan, you're not just telling your story, but you're telling the story of many people watching this program. Even if you chose to be who you are, does not give anybody permission to treat you with discrimination. I don't know how it sounds, but don't punish yourself. You make choices, and your choices are okay. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you po.
Dito po sa Kahitan in Action, patuloy po ang aming paghahanap ng ating mga kababayan na gumagawa ng mabuti para sa kapwa. These are people who do the best of who they are and what they can for others to make this country a better place. Sa ating pagbabalik, meron na naman ho tayong pasasalamatan. Yan ay magaganap po sa pagbabalik ng
Sa mga karanasan ni Florence na isang plus-size commuter, nakikinig si Mang Fred, isang tricycle driver na umiiwas sa mga pasaherong tulad ni Florence.
Kasi sa katulad po sa lugar namin, pag mataba at siya pang sasakay, hindi na po sumasakay. Ibig na para sa kita ko na dagdag na ang kita ko po yun, wala na, nababawasan na.
Na-appreciate ni Mang Fred ang pagkukusa ni Florence na magdagdag ng pamasahe.
Sana yung mga matataba na kagaya niya, ay magkusa para wala naman din malugi katulad yung driver na nakikiboundary.
Gumaan ang pakiramdam ni Florence mula nang makausap niya sina Kuya Alan at Ate Pia.
Hindi ko alam kung tama yung word ko, pero parang na-validate yung emotions ko kanina. Sobrang gumaan po yung pakiramdam ko, lalo na nag-extend pa po sila ng parang iba pang tulong, ganun po, about sa problema ko, ganyan.
Cayetano in action with Boy Abunda would like to thank Ensaymada from La Luna Cafe. Come home to a delicious tradition. We're located at 103 ML Quezon Avenue, Hagonoy, Taguig. 7. Visit at B6, Bonifacio High Street, BGC, Taguig.